Okay, this is our first topic in material management. We have got basically 1, 2, 3, 4 major topics in material management. The first one being the setting up of master data required for material master. This is the topic. Under this topic, the first thing we are going to study today is how to define a plant. Okay, some of you might be wondering what is a plant is and what is the role that it's playing in a material management module. I'm going to explain that to you first. If you recall our financial accounting training, the first thing that we define is company code. Okay, company code is required for us to set up the FICO module first, because all the other objects like GL accounts, customers, vendors and so forth are created under the company code. Similarly, for material management, we need a organization object called plant. Okay, plant is required because a company code may have several factory outlets throughout the country. For example, in our Sun Limited example, we might have a manufacturing factory or manufacturing plant in New York and Washington and Seattle. Sorry, not Seattle, New York, Washington and San Francisco. So how are we going to actually represent these manufacturing plants or factories in SAP? That is the reason we need this organization object called plant. Let me give you an example. If for whatever reason we have 3 manufacturing plants under Sun Limited. Okay, let me draw that. One factory in New York, the other one is in San Francisco, and the other one is in, say, Houston. Okay, for example. So we have 3 factories running across the nation, one in New York, San Francisco and Houston, all under the group company code Sun Limited. But these manufacturing plants, let me just write factory, New York factory, so that we know what it is, and copy this over. Factory and factory. Okay, so we have 3 factories, one in each city under Sun Limited, and these factories are not company codes. Don't get me wrong, these factories may not be a legal entity as in they may not come under a sub company. So don't mistaken that these are subsidiaries of Sun Limited. These factories are not subsidiaries of Sun Limited. These are just a location or just a dummy factory or dummy location. I call it dummy because there's no accounting records kept in these factories. Accounting records such as balance sheet and profit and loss are only kept at the company code level, which is at this level, and also the subsidiary company codes. Subsidiary company codes are called legal company codes. So only then we create balance sheet and profit and loss for legal company codes. For these factories, we will not create any balance sheet or profit and loss. These are just places where manufacturing activities can happen. So don't get mistaken that this is not subsidiary. These factories, these are just pure factories. Okay, so how do we represent this? How do we represent this relationship in SAP? Can we create a subsidiary company code for these factories in SAP? For example, if I go to SPRO, okay, here under enterprise structure, definition, financial accounting, can I create a company code for each and every factories? Oh, sorry. Let it load. Alright, let's position to our Sun company code. So can we just create a company code for each and every factories defined here? No, that will be wrong. That's not the intention of this. These cannot be regarded as company codes. Okay, don't ever create a company code for each and every factory, because these are just factories. As I told you earlier, these are not legal company codes. So however, I need to maintain these factories in SAP, so that it will help me to create a material master and specify a different price for each and every of these factories. Okay, let's not get confused with that. First I will explain to you what is the use of creating these factories in SAP, why we cannot proceed with our material management module without these factories later on. Let's just understand how to create these plants first. Okay, so in order to create these factories in SAP, the right way is to not to use the company code, but to use another object called plant, which will come under material management, still under definition, close financial accounting will come under here, material management, define valuation level. Yeah, here it's not under material management, sorry, it's under logistic general. Okay, it is called valuation level from ECC 5.0 onwards. No, sorry, it is still called plant. I got confused a bit. Actually, define valuation level is a different step. Actually, I'll explain to you later on. Now let us look at this: define, copy, create, check, and plant. This is where we have to create the plant. Okay, let's go here, define plant. Alright, this is where we create these plants: 1, 2, 3, or New York factory, San Francisco factory, Houston factory. Bear in mind that not necessarily all the factories may reside in the same country like USA. One factory can also reside out of USA, maybe in UK, and still report to Sun Limited. I'll explain to you later. But in our example, I'm not going to create any factories outside of USA. Let's keep things simple. I'm just telling you that it is possible to create a factory outside of the home country, which is US. Home country as in the country where this company code exists. This company code exists in USA. So let me just show you that. Oops, how can I remove this? Yeah. Alright, let's create our plant now. I'm going to click new entries. I'm going to enter New York factory, say NY, Houston, okay, and New York factory, New York factory. Name too, you can just leave it empty. And country code, you see, remember I told you that okay, this is county code. County code is applicable in USA. The country key is here. Remember I told you that we can also have factories outside of the country where the company code is established. In this example, outside of USA, maybe in UK, China or India. So we can use this field to actually specify which country this factory resides in. Okay, but this is disabled now because we need to enter the country code from this button here. I show you. Once you enter the country code here, it will be copied to here. Okay, I'll show you later. Let's enter the factory calendar. Okay, factory calendar is a type of calendar which we use to actually specify which are the operation days in these factories, because the factories may use their own calendar, as in which are the days the factories will be operating. It may not be similar to the holiday calendar that we used for in a country. Maybe, for example, Independence Day is a holiday in US, but that factory might be working during this Independence Day. So that's why we need to create a separate factory calendar and specify which are the days these factories will be operating. So in our case, I'm going to choose US. It's already one for US. This is a standard calendar. You can actually customize this. Let me show you how to customize. Just press F1 and click this customizing key. Then continue. Press this button. Continue without specifying project. Now define check. This should be the one. Let's choose this. Check factory calendar. Doesn't work. Let's search like this. Calendar, factory calendar, define. Not sure why it's in the no, there is a place where we can specify this factory calendar. I'm trying to retrieve that. Define customer calendars. This is not the one. It should be under production planning, I think. Let me go to production planning. Okay, production. Okay, should be here. Basic data. Bill of materials. Production planning. It's strange. Just give me a second. Calendar. Okay, let me check. Just give me a second. Let me check where to find the factory calendar. Okay, I have found it. It is under SAP NetWeaver, General Settings, Maintain Calendar. Let's go in here. See this factory calendar here. Obviously, using the same screen, you can also create other calendars like public holidays that is to be used by the company. Okay, and holiday calendar and so forth. But let's look at this factory calendar now. Okay, remember we used US. Let's go and check what we have in US. Let's filter factory calendar ID. Okay, calendar ID. Not sure what's happening. Calendar. Okay. Calendar US. Doesn't have anything. Actually, calendar ID. Oh, I should be choosing here. Okay, what is this then? Calendar ID or the description of the calendar ID. So clear this and go in here. So we get our US factory calendar that we are using here. Oh, I quit the plant, I think. Let me go back to plant. Sorry about that. Was here enterprise structure, definition, logistic general, copy and define plant, click new entries, NY, New York factory, and I specified US here. In other words, I selected from here. So we are checking what is inside US here. Right. Sorry. Let's come here. New York factory. Factory overview. And double click this. And you can see the entries in this US factory calendar is valid from 1990 to 2098. Okay, so it's using holiday calendar as per this entry here. Both are same, US and US, but this and this are different. Only the code that is used is similar. I'll explain to you what is the holiday calendar ID. So here under the factory calendar ID, we can see that Monday is a working day, Tuesday is a working day. Working day as in the factory will operate during these days. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday it will be off. Okay, Saturday and Sunday will be off and will also be off during public holidays. But we need to know which are the public holidays that this factory calendar is using. It will know the public holidays from this entry here, holiday calendar. Okay, let's go and check what is inside the holiday calendar. Choose this and go to US. This US is not similar to the earlier US calendar ID that we use, right? It's different. See, these are the sure, wait, just hang on. Okay, these are the public holidays that this calendar ID is using: Labor Day, Christmas Day, Columbus Day, and so forth. Independence Day, but from here we won't know which exact date that this Independence Day or these public holidays will fall. For that we need to go here, I believe. Just hang on, let me just double check this. Okay, here. Okay, for example, Independence Day, come here, double click, holiday class, fixed date. Okay, on the 15th of August the Independence Day will fall. That's what they mention here. Okay, and the Christmas Day, Christmas is here. Let's look at the definition. 25th of December is the Christmas Day. Can you see this? 25th of December. Alright, so if I want to edit that, if I want to change to a different date, I just click the pencil sign and go to change, and you can choose with fixed date and so forth. You can change the date by clicking this. But this is cannot be edited because it's ordinary public holiday. This cannot be changed because it's already hard coded by the system. So if you want to change anything, you need to create on your own and then change it. Let me just create a test public holiday. Just click this new here, see whether it's a fixed date. Yes, it's a fixed date, and the day is, let's say, 1st of March, which we just declare a holiday. Okay, this is an interesting feature, guaranteed. This is not guaranteed, meaning that if you press F1, you see that indicates that the public holiday should not be moved if it falls on a weekend. So if the public holiday falls on a weekend, there will not be any replacement holiday. But if there is a replacement holiday, you can choose this. Let's say if it falls on a Saturday and Sunday, you can actually choose when will be the replacement day, next day, or move the previous day. Normally it will be the next day, right? Monday will be a holiday, so you can choose this. Okay, just pick this and then choose move next day. So the if this day falls on a Saturday or Sunday, the replacement holiday will fall on a Monday. That's what it means. But in this case, I don't want to complicate, just choose not guaranteed, and public holiday class, just choose ordinary public holiday, customer specific public holiday. Yeah, choose customer specific public holidays. Short holiday name, test holiday. Okay, religious denomination, just to explain whether what religion it falls under. The holiday, if it's a Muslim holiday, you can choose a Muslim holiday. Okay, Hindu holiday, you can choose Hindu holiday, and so forth. Then you just press create. Please specify a long text. Okay, test holiday. Yeah, and press at least one holiday with the same rule. Say public holiday. Yes, yes. So my test holiday is here. That's how we create a holiday. Where is that? Can't find it. Let me sort it. branch, I can't find it. Yeah, it's here. This is the one that we created. Let's look at it. We specify that 1st of March fixed date has been created. So the public holiday has been created. So the proper way of defining a public holiday in a factory calendar is you have to actually define the public holiday and then the next thing is to assign it to a holiday calendar. Let's do this. Let's go to US. Holiday calendar is the way how I can explain this is that this entry here will contain all the holidays, pool of holidays, regardless of which calendar it is assigned to. We just define all the holidays regardless of the calendar. Then here we group some of the holidays under one holiday calendar. For example, we group it under US. We group it under a code called US. Right, let me just edit this. I'm going to assign the test holiday under the US. Okay, here we are grouping a list of holidays under calendar ID, holiday calendar ID, so that we can assign this calendar ID, holiday calendar ID, in the factory calendar. That's the logic. So once you define the public holiday, group a list of public holidays under a holiday calendar. Okay, holiday calendar group. So we're going to group it under US. Assign holiday, I'm going to assign my test holiday. Where is that? Let's sort this first. Okay, just find it, test. Yeah, here I'm going to assign public holiday, test holiday. See here, it has been assigned. This test holiday has been assigned to this calendar ID, but that doesn't mean that this test holiday cannot be assigned to any other holiday calendar ID. It can also be assigned to other calendar IDs. Okay, so this is one-to-many. One public holiday can be assigned to many holiday calendar IDs. Okay, now I save this. Large validity period can cause memory problems. Okay, they are just saying that this validity period is more than 30 years. It doesn't really matter. Save changes, yes. Now we go to factory calendar, where we can actually check whether the holiday calendar, see, since this holiday calendar ID is assigned to this factory calendar ID, these two codes can be different. Okay, it's just that in this example both are using the code called US, but this code can be different. I can also assign something else, some other holiday calendar ID. That is possible, 01 or 02 or whatever. So since the test holiday 1st of March has been assigned to this holiday calendar ID called US, it will also be inherited by this factory calendar ID. Alright, so on 1st of March we know that our plant our plant, which is NY plant, will not be producing any material or will not be working, okay, because we have assigned the factory calendar US here, which references to this factory calendar ID here. Okay, so how do I know that during these public holidays the factory will not be working? Because there's no check mark here, and will not be working on a Saturday and Sunday also, because there's no check mark here. You have to check these only if the factory will be working on these days, otherwise just leave it empty. And besides that, you can also apply some special rules, where click this, you can specify from this date to this date whether it's a work day or it's a not working day. Let's say if for every year the New York factory will be undergoing some major maintenance work on the first week of April, so you just specify first week of April is this, first, fourth, 2011, first week of 2011. It will be a not working day. Factory will undergo maintenance work, so it will not be a work day. Just click this and it will not be a work day. So since you are not checking this, it will be considered as the factory will be shut down during this period. If it's a work day, you can just press this. These are the special rules that you can create. You can create unlimited special rules. Okay, but I'm not going to create anything. I'm going to delete this to make it simple. Yes. Then I'm also going to remove my test holiday. I created just to show you that how to create a holiday and assign it to a holiday calendar. I'm going to select test holiday and I'm going to delete the assignment. I'm going to save it, click OK, save changes. Yes, go back. So let me just also remove the test holiday from the pool of holidays. Where is it? It's quite difficult to find here. Sort it. This is the one. I'm going to delete it so that I clean up these entries and put it back to original state. Alright, so this is a brief description. Let me just save this. Better not save this. Is a very simple one. Okay, just to complete this, so once you create the holiday calendar group, you can assign it to the factory calendar. Factory calendar. Assign the holiday ID to factory calendar. So I'm going to save this as factory calendar. Alright, so far so good. Let's close this. So now basically you know what is inside this factory calendar here. Now remember I told you that for us to actually enter the country key, we need to enter code to this envelope. That's what's written here. I was reading it. The address fields name 1 and 2 are not copied from the address screen. Yes, we understood that. And you must maintain them separately. All other address data can only be maintained in address screen. The changes can only be seen in the overview and detailed view after they be saved. Okay, let's go here. This is what they mean. So just leave this empty. Country, enter US, and You can enter the postal box, PO box, and so forth, for example, and click OK. PO box, okay. PO box is this. Let's have 5 to 1 2 3 4 5. Okay. PO box postal code must be 1 2 3 4 5. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Let me save it. Save it. Alright, see, the US country code is copied and the PO box is copied as well. I don't know why the postal code is not copied. Let's leave it. Doesn't really matter. And I've created a plant. Okay. The plant is not assigned to any company code yet, because remember, we didn't specify any company code. Our company code is Sun, but I didn't specify it yet, so the plant is not assigned to any company code yet. Let's create another plant for San Francisco and Houston. I'm going to just copy them so to make my life easier. Oh, sorry, not Atlanta. Position to NY. Copy and SF. San Francisco factory, US, and press enter. And click OK. Yes, SF is created. Let's copy SF to Houston. Let's put HO Houston factory. US 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5. Alright, all are created. So all these plants are created now, but they are not assigned to any company code yet. So let's assign it now. Okay, before I assign the company plant to a company code, let me just show you what is this. Let's go here. This is an option for us to tell the system that the valuation is at the plant level and the valuation is not at the company code level. We have two options to specify whether the valuation of the materials is at the plant level or the valuation of the materials at the company code level. What does this mean is that if I choose this, I'm telling the system is that the company has got more than one factories and I want to manage these factories separately together with the materials. Whatever the materials that this company code is buying has to be maintained at the plant level. This is what it means. Okay, the first radio button means I'm going to create multiple plants and assign them to company code. The second radio button means is that although I have many factories, I'm not going to create separate plants for each and every factory. All the plants will be treated under one company code. So there will not be subdivision by plant. There will be only one plant, which is the company code. Okay, that's what it means. By default, we'll use valuation area as a plant. Okay. Now let me show you how to assign the plant to a company code. We have to go to assignment here. Come here, go to logistics general and assign plants to a company code. Okay, choose that. Once again, choose this. Okay, we have company code, plant, and so forth. Let's create a new entry. Company code, choose Sun, and plant, choose NY. Search NY. it is here. Alright, now for Sun I have Houston, for Sun I have SF, right? Okay, let me save that. You can just pull it out from this list. I'm just entering directly. Okay, all are saved. Now this part is completed. This assignment part is completed, where I have assigned the individual plants to Sun company code. Can you see here? NY is assigned to Sun company code, Houston is assigned to Sun company code, SF is assigned to Sun company code. As simple as that. And we are done. Okay, I'll explain to you why we need plan and all and so forth